Today I'm going to run you guys through a lower body workout using just a backpack, which I left over there, but luckily I have a spare one over here that I used for something else. But I'll get the real one later. But this is simply just a quick, probably a 5-minute video on exercise demos of what to do with the weighted backpack for lower body. Roll out with these workouts all the time, so we're just going to do a quick lower body workout. The workout itself will be posted right after I am done talking right here, but I will also be posting these videos individually. So if you ever want to use the moves in your own workout later, you can just, find the YouTube channel and click on the exercise demo. Don't necessarily have to do this one, but they will all be compiled together nice and neatly here, so you can do this one on your own or separately or whatever. So have fun.
All right, for that first exercise, you got your backpack on your back. You're going to step to the side, you're going to squat, and you're going to step back together. Make sure you get nice and low and squeeze that booty in your squat. Keep that chest up. Once you've done a certain number of reps, you just go on over to the other side and do the same thing. Because what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. Feel that burn. Boop. And then if you're a baller and you have lots of room, you can do these lateral step squats, traveling side to side. Again, just make sure it's all nice and even. And there you go. Dink. We are doing our single leg deadlift with that backpack. For this one, you're just going to want to stand on a slightly bent knee, and as you hinge your hips forward, you just kick that back leg up to act as a counterbalance. Now, for a more advanced move, as you come up, try not to let that foot touch the ground and balance the whole time. If you need a little bit more of a modification, however, as you go down, just step back, tap that foot on the ground behind you, so you still get that little hip hinge and booty pop, but without the balance. All right, this one you're going to put your pack on one shoulder and you're going to step forward and backwards. That backpack's going to be on the opposite side of your moving leg. So if your left leg is stepping forward and backward, that pack is on the right shoulder. Then you're going to switch it up, switcheroosies right there. When you're doing this, make sure that you have plenty of room in front and behind you, because I totally stepped on something behind me on the first take and fell, which is why we have outtakes. Yay, this is the exercise you never want to do in a gym, which is why we're glad we're at home. You're going to put that backpack right there on your hip, cross your leg over, and just try to push your hips as high as you can, giving a slight pause at the top. Switch legs and make sure you're pushing through the heel of that bottom leg, not your toe, to get that booty activation right there. If you're not ready to go to single leg, you can just go ahead and put both feet on the ground and drive those hips on up there as you hold that backpack to your crotchular area. We're just going to call it your hips. It's laying there across your hips. This exercise is your stretch jump or your triple extension. For this one, you're just going to bend your knees, you're going to jump up as high as you can, and then land with soft knees while holding that backpack in the front. If you have some knee problems or you don't really feel comfortable jumping, you're just going to bend your knees and extend up at the top. From the side, that's your stretch jumps. This power is coming from your hips, so you push that booty back. But again, here's your triple extension where you just open up from your ankles, knees, and hips, but you stay on the ground. Here are your crossover lunges, sometimes called curtsy lunges, depending on, which population you're talking to. I generally work with Marines, so we just like to stick with crossover lunges. This just sounds a little tougher. You're just going to take that leg, you're going to cross it back behind you to the opposite side and bring that knee close to the ground without actually slamming it into the ground. Be careful with that one because it hurts and this floor is concrete. But really great way of getting glutes, inner and outer legs. These are your standing abdominal twists. Make sure to keep your abs super tight, but you're going to hold that backpack out with your arms slightly bent, or if it's a light backpack, you can straighten them all the way. And you're just going to turn, keeping that core really tight, trying not to let your spine twist too much as you pivot that back leg as you turn. Now, if you're super awesome and don't get dizzy, you can try going from one side all the way to the other, still pivoting that back leg. But if you get dizzy, then you might puke everywhere, and that's not cool. So just be careful. These are your arch chops, sometimes called rainbow chops. And you're just going to grab that bag and you're going to swing it up and over your head with arms slightly bent down to just right above your knee. Make sure you pivot that back leg and fully turn all the way, almost like you're throwing it down. Now to make it harder, then these suck, you're going to bring it down to the middle of your shin. And this gets a lot more leg going, a lot more core working, and it just generally really sucks right there. Yeah. This video shows you 3 different ways to do a traditional Bulgarian split squat. The first one is the traditional one with that pack on your front. Now we're going to make this one a little bit more challenging, and you're going to grab the pack by one arm and you're going to put it up overhead. This is more challenging than a traditional dumbbell because that pack wants to move and you've got to have a nice stable core and strong stable upper body to keep that pack stable. Yeah. But for the more traditional and modified way, just keep one foot back behind you and that pack back on the front, or it can be on the back as well. And you're just going to do your stationary split squats right there. And have fun because it burns. There you have it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check the link for the link to my website, which has more descriptions, and check out other videos. Thanks.